Welcome to this 8-minute deep dive into the psychology of one of the most notorious serial killers in history, Ted Bundy. Across the following video, we will unveil how Bundy adeptly manipulated his victims, concealing his true malevolent nature behind a facade of charisma and affability. We will also contemplate expert insights from forensic psychologists, investigate Bundy's behavioral patterns, and examine what sets him apart from other serial killers. Ted Bundy's persona is expertly dissected by forensic psychologists, who reveal telling insights about his manipulation tactics. They highlight how Bundy wielded his charm and social astuteness to craft a disarming veneer, allowing him to lure numerous people into his deadly trap. His astounding ability to mask his malevolence intrigues the psychology community, becoming a subject of extensive study. Unlike many other serial killers, Bundy did not overwhelmingly display antisocial tendencies, contributing to the complexity of his case. Instead, he seemed to incorporate himself seamlessly into society, mirroring people's expectations and perceptions. This stark contrast between his actual nature and his public image stood as a fascinating study of human duality. Forensic psychologists expound how Bundy's split personality may shed light on his distinctive modus operandi, making him an atypical emblem of the serial killer archetype. His ability to seamlessly shift between his ordinary persona and his monstrous self unnerved even the most experienced experts in the field. A phenomenon that constantly emerged from their study was Bundy's acute narcissism. It was an overpowering trait that helped shape his negative path. From grooming his appearance meticulously to persuading others with his gift of the gab, his narcissism intertwined with his tactics of manipulation, painting a sordid picture. Reviews of Bundy's behavioral patterns noted how he strategically exploited societal norms and his innocent appearance to cloak his sinister side. Bundy managed to elude capture for so long because of society's predisposition to view a certain prototype as a potential threat, and Bundy didn't fit into that mold. Adoption of several pseudonyms to keep up his facade illustrates Bundy's inherent duality. Under the guise of these various identities, he could go undetected, facilitating his devilishly cunning schemes while maintaining plausible deniability of his actions if caught. Most chillingly, he used his outward affability and charisma to manipulate his victims. Bundy's disarming charm made him seem safe and trustworthy, leading his unsuspecting victims to place their guard down on of his primary tactics from luring, overpowering, to eventually perpetrating his heinous crimes. The psychology of Bundy's victims also features significantly in our analysis. They relied on their gut feeling, sometimes overriding any initial unease when his charming demeanor seemed to validate his harmless nature. It is a crucial lesson in learning to trust our instincts. This should be considered a constant and multidirectional interaction with his personality. While Bundy's sinister nature lay concealed under layers of social adroitness and charm, there were vanishing cracks in his facade. His propensity for violence was occasionally hard to suppress, inadvertently revealing his monster within during unguarded moments. As we delve deeper into Bundy's psyche, we apprehend that he lacked any guilt or remorse for his actions, a striking characteristic of psychopathy. This absence of conscience made possible the continuation of his horrid deeds, highlighting the liberating aspect of the malignant narcissism. The video elucidates on the psychological difference between classic psychopaths and Bundy. His polished, charismatic exterior made him seem more human than the stereotypical psychopath, further reinforcing the notion that appearances can be incredibly deceiving. Rollouts of Bundy's unwavering confidence in courthouses strike a foreboding undertone. He was unflinchingly certain in his prowess to wriggle out of any situation, evading conviction at multiple junctures by representing himself. This unwarranted self-esteem further signified his malignant narcissism and sociopathy. The video progresses to describe Bundy's patterns of selectivity in his targets. He predominantly sought out smart, independent, and attractive women, apparently preferring victims who closely mirror his narcissistic ideal. This presents a chilling insight into Bundy's twisted fantasies and his developmental history. The final sections of the video outline Bundy's capacity for premeditation. Each step conducted with precision, Bundy's modus operandi narrated a terrifying account of a mind entirely consumed by its own malevolence. His chilling calmness during the execution of his crimes became scrupulously evident from police reports and first-hand accounts. Bundy's voracious hunger for power dominates the concluding chapters of the video. Forensic experts postulate that for dominant individuals like Bundy, the unrelenting quest for efficacy and absolute control plays a crucial imperative in their criminal behavior. His unfeeling mind conceived of his victims as a means to satiate his overpowering hunger for dominance. Our examination of Bundy's psychology closes by comparing him to other notorious serial killers. The distinctions between Bundy's cunning manipulation, his surface charm, and the deeply rooted narcissistic psychosis that facilitated his horrific acts emerge as critical points of contrast. Ted Bundy continues to be a case study in psychology and criminology. The intensity and complexity of his pathologies, intricately woven into the fabric of society, sets Bundy apart as a rogue, one whose guise is constantly oscillated between the monstrous and the man. Forensic psychiatrists and criminologists across the globe continue to speculate about the depths of Bundy's mind. The riveting analysis on his persona brings out the significance of identifying such individuals in our society, hoping to prevent the birth of such malevolent personas in the future. The PhD's diagnostics for Bundy draws a disturbing culmination of a charismatic sociopath, a narcissistic psychopath, and a fastidious strategist. They underline the pivotal role played by societal interactions and numerous other variables, shaping Bundy's personality into the chilling amalgamation that it represented. Even today, Bundy's psychological profile continues to fascinate and alarm the collective interest. It provides an avenue for in-depth research on the complex workings of a deviant mind, offering a stark reminder to never underestimate the power of manipulation and the insidious nature of unchecked pathology. Finally, it's essential to understand that Bundy was not a supernatural monster. He was a man, a disturbing amalgamation of intelligence and psychosis, of charm and violence, of beauty and the beast. His case reminds us that evil often comes in the most unsuspecting forms, hiding in plain sight. The video ends with a crucial message, emphasizing the importance of understanding and respecting the boundless complexities of human psychology. Research on individuals like Bundy continues to enhance our understanding of criminal minds, shaping preventative strategies to safeguard society against future predators. As the curtains draw down on this explorative journey into the intricate fabric of Bundy's mind, we have merely skimmed the surface. His puzzle comprises of countless pieces, all contributing toward forming a disturbingly coherent image, that of a monster, hidden beneath an ordinary man. The narrative invites viewers to perceive serial killers in a new light, understanding the complexities and intricacies that their minds possess, staying vigilant against the potential predators that might be concealing their true selves behind convincing facades inspired from the likes of Bundy. Let us commemorate the lives lost to Bundy's senseless heinousness and stand in solidarity with their families, who've suffered the irreplaceable. And let their torment reiterate the age-old adage, beauty might indeed lie in the eyes of the beholder, but the beholder never truly defines beauty. The culpability isn't just on part of the perpetrator. The society, through its myopic vision of who a villain might be, facilitated a man like Bundy to roam freely. Restoration of justice should also involve rectifying such societal predispositions and making amends by standing vigilant in the future. In the final analysis, Bundy's case serves as a compelling reminder of viewing everyone with a critical eye, free from societal conditioning. It highlights the importance of understanding the principles of persuasion and manipulation, consequently underlining the necessity of teaching these abilities as a form of self-defense. We close the narrative on an important note, urging society to push the boundaries of collective understanding and awareness, learning from the errors of the past. As a stepping stone towards a future marked by increased vigilance and empathetic understanding, Bundy's case thus stands as a guidepost. Remember, evil doesn't always come dressed in a black cloak with a menacing scythe. Sometimes it wears the kindest of faces, speaks the sweetest of words. But no amount of camouflage can hide the truth in the eyes, a window to the soul, revealing the darkness within. It's time now to pause, reflect, and assimilate these lessons. To be much more than just casual observers, to be the change that the world needs, creating an environment where monsters like Bundy are unable to dance in plain sight. As we sign off, let's remember that the key to battling such societal disorders lies in collective action. By understanding, spreading awareness, and showing compassion, we can create a world that is more in tune with itself and alert to the anomalies within. With that, we reach the end of our journey, leaving you to dwell on these complex layers of Ted Bundy's psychology. His was a mind driven by unparalleled malevolence, cloaked in an unwavering facade of charm and charisma, an unusual yet terrifying blend. We conclude this exploration, hoping to further the understanding of such destructive minds, so preventive measures against such personalities may be established. It is only through our shared curiosity and introspection that we may well manage to safeguard ourselves from the likes of such monsters. It's crucial to remember that the Ted Bundy case is a tragic testament, not just to the lives lost, but also to the power of unchecked narcissistic psychosis. By undressing this dark matter of obsession in the public domain, we hope to spark an enlightening discourse. The video ends with an unsettling reminder: monsters might indeed be living among us, disguised as ordinary men and women.